Namaskar, good evening. You're watching Breaking Ground and I'm Swati Joshi. This Mahashivratri, the devotees of Lord Shiv witnessed history in the making. Those who had come to be a part of festivities at the Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Foundation did a darshan of 1,000-year-old original relics of Jyotirling in Somnath Temple. What exactly are we talking about? What is the significance? Let's break down the details for you. Let's break it down here on Breaking Ground. And to understand the significance, we will have to go back in time. What happened in 1026 AD? Mahmud of Ghazni invaded Somnath. He led the destruction of the Somnath temple, and during that time, the Jyotirling inside the Somnath temple was destroyed. What happened next? Some Brahmins carried the broken relics, the broken fragments, to Tamil Nadu. There, these Brahmins shaped the relics into smaller shivlings, and the relics were secretly worshipped for 1,000 years. This is what happened after the temple was destroyed, the shivling was destroyed. Why it's in news today? What is the significance in today's time? Well, the relics that were turned into shivling by the Brahmins who took it to Tamil Nadu brought back it to Ravi Shankar. They brought it from Tamil Nadu and gave it to Shri Shri Ravi Shankar. It was opened for darshan on Mahashivratri for all the devotees, and the first public darshan of the relics, the original relics of the Somnath Shivling, happened after 999 years. So this is the significance of what transpired. Now the current custodian, Pandit Sitaram Shastri, under the guidance of Kanchi Shankaracharya, handed over the relics to Shri Shri Ravi Shankar, who opened them for darshan, allowing millions to reconnect with this timeless piece of Sanatan Dharma.
जो सौराष्ट्र के सोमनाथ जी हैं, वो आज प्रकट हुए हैं, यहाँ पर आए हैं। वैसे गुजरात ही पूरे देश पर राज्य संभाल रहे हैं। गुजरात की मिट्टी में कुछ विशेष है, और गुजरात और अपना यहाँ का बड़ा संबंध है घनिष्ठ, तो इसलिए यहाँ आ गए। देखो कर्नाटक में
उन्होंने बोला, ये काम करने के लिए लोग एक महात्मा है, उनके पास जाओ, ऐसा बोल के मुझे भेजा है। इसलिए श्री श्री रविशंकर जी के पास मैं आया हूँ।
Now, it may be a historic moment for the Bhakts, but when asked about the significance, listen into the derision of display from Congress party leader Udit Raj.
I don't think there is a news in it. Let him do. And how it is connected to the people life, employment, education, and influence, etc.
So for the Congress party, it's meaningless. Meanwhile, we're getting some breaking inputs now. Back-to-back responses, in fact, here on Breaking Ground. Samajwadi Party has drawn a parallel to the Kumbh Stampede and asks, why make religion a business? Listen to this Samajwadi Party leader who feels that this is nothing but selling religion.
पंडित रवि शंकर जो है वो केंद्र की सरकार का, बीजेपी का, आरएसएस का ब्रांड एम्बेसडर है। शिवजी तो कड़कड़ में सरफेस पे हैं, लेकिन पंडित रविशंकर को कुंभ में लाशें नहीं दिखी। लाशें भी तो दिखनी चाहिए थी। हम तो चाहते हैं कि जितने भी चप्पल मिले हुए हैं उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार को रविशंकर को भेज देना चाहिए। हमारा सिर्फ ये कहना है कि पंडित रविशंकर को कि धर्म को बेचना बंद करो।
So Samajwadi Party says this is nothing but Ravi Shankar selling religion. The Bharatiya Janata Party has hit out at the INDI bloc. Bharatiya Janata Party says be it Mahakumbh or Somnath, all the opposition resorts to is Sanatan slander. That's their last resort.
Jawaharlal Nehru or now Rahul Gandhi, the essence of the Gandhi Vadra Parivar has always been to deny the truth of Sanatan, to deny Sanatan revivalism. Now what has been proven is that the entire Gandhi Vadra family is on one side, and the people of India, whether it is Mahakumbh or Somnath, are saying Sanatan ek hai to safe hai.
Let's open this up and go across to our guests. We're joined by Rahul Ishwar, activist. We have Dushyant Sridhar with us on the broadcast, Vedic scholar. We have Pooja Mishra, Samajwadi Party spokesperson, and Dr. Nikul Patel of the Congress. Thank you very much for joining us. Pooja Mishra, what is Samajwadi Party's problem? Mahakumbh is equal to Dharm Ka Dhanda for the Samajwadi Party. Shri Shri Ravi Shankar unveiling the original relics of Somnath Shivling, also Dharm Ka Dhanda. Samajwadi Party says he is selling religion.
Swati, good evening to you and good evening to my fellow panelists too. Samajwadi Party never questions on religion. Samajwadi Party never questions on Sanatan. Samajwadi Party questions the government due to their mismanagement. Stampede happened here in Mahakumbh. We are questioning the Shri Ravi Shankar ji कि वहाँ पे आप politicize कर रहे हो. Unveiling of शिवलिंग ये बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट है, इसको कोई फैक्ट को डिनाई नहीं कर सकता है, लेकिन वहां पर भी आप पॉलिटिक्स इन्वॉल्व करते हो, आप इंडल्ज होते हो ऐसी एक्टिविटी में जो दिखाता है कि रिलीजन फेथ का नहीं रह गया हुआ है, सनातन का नहीं रह गया हुआ है, बल्कि वो एक बिजनेस बन गया हुआ है जिसको आप पब्लिक प्लेटफॉर्म पर यूज करेंगे।
बिजनेस कैसे हुआ?
पॉलिटिक्स का जो
एक सेकंड, बिजनेस कैसे हुआ? जब आप कहते हैं महाकुंभ का आयोजन धर्म का धंधा है, आर यू नॉट क्रिटिसाइजिंग द इवेंट इटसेल्फ? जब आप कहते हैं कि ये जो अनवेलिंग हुआ है ये भी बिजनेस है, एंड यू आर कॉलिंग हिम स्पोक्सपर्सन ऑफ द बीजेपी एंड द आरएसएस, aren't you politicizing? Aren't you bringing in politics in a event, a celebration for lakhs and millions of devotees who wanted to be part of that very significant moment, the unveiling of original relics of Somnath? Are you not hurting their sentiments by calling it dharm ka dhanda?
We are not hurting the sentiment of any people. We are not hurting the sentiment. We are Sanatani too. I also took holy dip, but I can't deny the death of the people who died in the stampede. I can't deny the fact.
Who's denying that? No, but who's denying that?
Government is denying.
How is stampede in Kumbh linked to or connected to or related in any way to the unveiling of the relics of the Somnath Shivling?
Allow me to complete a single sentence. Will you allow me to complete a proper single sentence? A spiritual guru can't be indulged into the politics. The spiritual guru, what he was saying that, okay, unveiling of Shivling, unveiling of Jyotirling, most welcome. It's connecting the millions of people, Hindus, to the roots of our cultural heritage. It's important.
So when your leader, Pooja, when your leader and other leaders of the INDI bloc attend iftar parties or organize iftar parties, Pooja, are they also selling religion? Are they also doing dharm ka dhanda? Or is this only reserved for people who follow Hindu religion?
No, it's like if you will indulge the politics into it.
No, when a politician goes to an iftar party or when a politician organizes an iftar party, is that dharm ka dhanda?
Where it is not necessary. You never allow me to complete.
You are the only one who's speaking, Pooja.
With you, Swati. I don't know why.
You are the only one who's speaking. Perhaps other panelists will have a problem with me. Pooja, perhaps other panelists will have a problem with me and they'll say you are giving so much time to Pooja and not allowing us to speak.
I'll be here.
Dushyant Sridhar, a politician goes to iftar party or organizes iftar parties, that's not dharm ka dhanda. But when you have the unveiling of Somnath, and if a politician attends that, that is for sure dharm ka dhanda, selling religion.
Namaskaram Swati, namaskaram to all my fellow panelists. We just had a very big event called Mahakumbh, which recently got over. Congratulations to all those who attended and sought the blessings of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati at the Prayagraj. That said, yes, we are very fortunate to be in this era where the remnants of the destruction that happened in Somnath reached the hands of one of the greatest acharyas called Chandrasekharendra Saraswati 100 years back. He is one of the greatest Shankaracharyas who lived a lifetime close to 100 years. And from him, under his command, where he said after 100 years, your successors should be passing it to the right person, it has reached through the hands of Vijayendra Saraswati, known as Bala Periva. It has reached the hands hands of Sri Ravi Shankar, who through his organization has been reaching out to a lot of people, just not in India, across the globe. I do not understand, I can't even fathom how this is political. There's no election coming up in
Inviting
the
a politician for the event.
When you spoke, I did not speak a minute.
No, this is Swati. That's not Pooja. This is Swati here. Their point is that he was speaking like a spokesperson of the BJP and the RSS, inviting politicians to the event.
So what do we say? Should the politicians not attend event? Aren't they followers of a certain religion? What about people who attend iftar parties? What about people who go to churches? I can give a plethora of examples. So what? He didn't make a political statement. He just said that these were the remnants of the lingam that has come. So what is wrong? And second thing, Swati, one person did make a comment. I do not know the name. He said that will this bring employment? Will this bring education? Will this? I'm sure there should be a lot of steps taken for employment generation. There should be a lot of steps taken for education. I'm not in denial. But in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections, Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji and her son Rahul Gandhi were making a video in which they were making orange marmalade. So is that going to generate employment?
Perhaps we should ask Nikul Patel. We have a Congress representative. We should ask Nikul Patel. What really is the problem and what do you expect people to do on Mahashivratri?
See, Mahashivratri is celebrated since so many years, and during the Congress regime also people used to celebrate Mahashivratri with good faith and everything. I don't understand anything is having problem anyone in celebrating Mahashivratri or giving due diligence respect to our Lord Mahashiva. And if anything is happening to our thing, then we must be proud enough that, okay,
but
we
then
are
why is
getting
Mr. Udit Raj calling it meaningless? Why does he believe that this is meaningless?
Now there you are. Now there you are. Very good. Very good. Thank you for the question. See, as an opposition, we ask as a right to ask the government that fine, we are happy with all the activities that you are doing in the country, but also it's important for us that this key issues must also be get addressed. That is what the Udit Raj is asking right now.
You thought you had me. One second, you thought you had me. But one second, let me go back to the question. What do you expect them to do on Mahashivratri? All of a sudden, the opposition is reminded of employment on Mahashivratri celebrations.
That is your perspective of...
No, that's not my perspective. That's a genuine question one would ask. And in case it's meaningless, why even respond to it? Just say that I do not want to respond to such an issue. But this holds a lot of significance to a lot of people. Why call it meaningless?
Restricting anyone to go to the Mahashivratri temple?
No. 1 second. Listen to me, Nikul Patel. Nikul Patel, this event, a lot of people find it very important. It's significant to millions of devotees. Millions of devotees, it matters. Why call it meaningless?
You are not in the right direction. The perspective of asking question to the government, you are not taking the right way.
My question is, on Mahashivratri, what do you expect people to do, Rahul Ishwar? So on Mahashivratri, one second now. Rahul Ishwar, so on Mahashivratri, when the original relics of Somnath Shivling that are turned into smaller Shivlings are unveiled, if asked a question on that, do not respond if you do not believe in that. But to link it to employment and other issues and call it meaningless, is that not hurting and rather questioning the sentiments and asks of people?
Swati ji, first of all, thanks to you and Times Now for showing that Shivling. It's a great moment as a devotee, as a believing Hindu. It's something like a goosebump moment for me. Thank you for that. Second, people say that we should not link politics and religion. Fair enough. What about Udayanidhi Stalin, the Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, saying Hinduism is dengue, malaria, and it should be eradicated? Did our friends in Congress, who was once led by Mahatma Gandhi, even whispered an air of protest regarding that? He was abusing Hindu community. Was anybody in Congress stand up to that? So where did your religion and politics not being mixed go? And whenever Hindu faith is continuously being derided, Ramcharitamanas is being abused, or when Sri Ram is not there, an affidavit was given in the Honorable Supreme Court, where were all these sentiments? This is the reason why we say whenever there is a holy, they say waterless holy. Whenever there is something regarding our firecrackers, they say you should have without this. So every check and balance, every restriction is only brought to Hindu faith. This is unfair. What happened, and Sri Ravi Shankar ji, I personally know him, Gurudev has brought out something absolutely wonderful. If you don't believe, don't come in.
Absolutely.
Don't come to it.
Absolutely.
Why do you want to unnecessarily interfere in our sentiments?
Absolutely. Pooja, now let me ask you, when the Prime Minister visits mosques, when he offers chadar for Ajmer Sharif, and when he is bestowed with the highest honor in a Muslim country, why don't you then say that the Prime Minister is doing dharm ka dhanda? Why don't you say that is also dharm ka dhanda? Why is it only reserved for Sanatan?
No, Swati ji, it's not reserved for Sanatan. We already clear it that we respect all the religion, we respect all the faith, and talking about the opinion. I just heard everyone is talking about the. He must be. Everyone can have the opinion. Anyone can be religious. Anyone can be scientific. Even anyone can be atheist too. Until and unless that person's statement is not hurting the sentiment of anyone,
is it not?
Can't be just
when you say that this is selling religion and it is a business.
No, it is.
How will it not hurt sentiments?
If you want to talk about the Mahakumbh, if you want to talk about that event, every religious event is a matter of faith. It's a matter of our religion.
But that was equated to dharm ka dhanda.
Business.
That was equated to dharm ka dhanda.
It has been observed. It has been seen. We can't just turn our eyes off on the whatever is visible.
So what is visible in this celebration? No, one second. So I'm just trying to look from your perspective. What is happening in this celebration? The unveiling of the relics. How is this dharm ka dhanda? How is Ravi Shankar selling religion? How has he become a spokesperson of the BJP and the RSS?
Of course, he has become the spokesperson of BJP and RSS. He could have already. I appreciate the unveiling of Jyotirlinga. I'm Sanatani too. I'm happy too. But at the same time, when our religious guru, spiritual guru, says that the country is ruled by the Gujaratis, Gujarat has something different. And every time just, glorifying...
that Gujarat is also part of this country. That Gujarat is also part of this country.
Definitely.
And it is a fact that the Prime Minister comes from Gujarat. So that has also now become one political issue. Tomorrow if you have a Prime Minister from Maharashtra or from Rajasthan, do not mention that. Do not mention that because that will also become political. Dushyant Sridhar, I think this is just getting bizarre. This is just getting bizarre.
Swati, if at all there is a blatant example of how a statement of oxymoron could look, it is as simple as this. Because on one side the person says, I respect Sanatana Dharma. On the other side, they say it is becoming very political. I do not know. There is not one statement of Sri Ravi Shankar or of Sri Shankaracharya of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham where they have made any political statement. They are in fact very elated that the remnants of the Somnath Lingam has come, and if at all we just for namesake, if we do not keep on saying that I am also a Sanatani, we will be very elated. There is no need for us to link this with politics at all. This has no role of Narendra Modi. This has no role of Amit Shah. There is some family which has protected the Lingam.
Absolutely.
And that Lingam has come to us. As simple as that.
But that has been conveniently ignored. All that the opposition sees every time you talk about Sanatan or talk about Hindu Asta, unfortunately, is that this is nothing but politics. Sanatan bashing begins, and then ultimately what happens is that the sentiments of people, leave aside politics, because these kind of reactions are very common and you will get a response from the other side. But what you do is you end up hurting the people who believe in this, who have faith. You are ultimately insulting their belief. Rahul Ishwar, Dushyant Sridhar, Nikul Patel and Pooja Mishra, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast.